Lampu sorot di Austria akan diarahkan kepada dua arsitek anyar bagi Les Parisiens dan juga FC Hollywood ketika mereka akan memulai misi untuk menyambut musim baru. Salam olahraga dan selamat malam pemirsa iNews Sport. Selamat datang di International Champions Cup 2018 yang akan mengajak Anda untuk menyaksikan laga antara Bayern Munchen berhadapan dengan Paris Germain bersama saya Stur Henry dan juga sudah hadir di studio Bung Haris Pardede a.k.a. Bung Harpa. Apa kabar?
Baik Bung Stur.
Ini pertama kali kita berdua ya?
Betul sekali.
Saya rasa kita akan melihat bagaimana sebuah pertandingan yang sangat menarik pada malam hari ini. Ketika kita bicara mengenai dua tim ini, kita tahu bahwa ini adalah dua pelatih baru yang datang tentunya untuk memulai kampanye mereka sejak masa pramusim tentunya untuk menyambut musim baru juga.
Iya, Thomas Tuchel di Paris Saint-Germain dan juga tentunya Kovac di Bayern Munchen ini memang boleh dikatakan era pelatih yang lahir tahun 70-an ya. Thomas Tuchel kita tahu berumur tahun 73 lahir, sementara Niko Kovac lahir tahun 71, jadi seumuran dan dua-duanya sama-sama pernah merasakan atmosfer Bundesliga. Walaupun memang kita tahu Niko Kovac merasakannya sebagai pemain 2001-2003 dia membela Bayern Munchen. Tidak terlalu banyak memang yang diberikan kepada Munchen ya, tapi dia sudah tahu betul lah kurang lebih sepak bola Bundesliga dan terutama Munchen. Sementara kalau kita bicara Thomas Tuchel, ini pelatih yang sempat juga
vakum
vakum setahun sebelumnya dia melatih Borussia Dortmund. Jadi sudah cukup tahu lah satu sama lain di antara dua pelatih ini.
Ya, 17 kali Thomas Tuchel sempat memimpin tim yang ia bela bersama dengan Mainz dan juga Dortmund menghadapi Bayern Munchen. Seperti yang Anda katakan, artinya memang ia punya pengalaman. Tapi faktanya berbeda ketika ia sudah sempat vakum selama 1 tahun. Cukup mengherankan. Tim sekaliber Paris Saint-Germain yang punya bintang-bintang masa depan yang begitu besar justru malah memberikan kepercayaan kepada seorang Thomas Tuchel.
Iya, tadi saat offer kita sempat berbincang ya, Bung Stewart, bahwa memang melatih tim besar ini terkadang bukan soal kepandaian, bukan selalu atau bukan melulu soal kepandaian dalam racik strategi dan sebagainya. Tapi juga bagaimana wibawa, lalu juga CV dia, pengalaman dia ketika katakanlah sebagai pemain maupun sebagai pelatih. Saya agak sulit membayangkan ketika Thomas Tuchel berbicara di depan Kylian Mbappe. Seorang bocah ataupun remaja berusia 19 tahun yang baru saja mengangkat Piala Dunia, sudah meraih Ligue 1, tapi yang memberitahu dia adalah seorang pelatih yang belum pernah meraih apapun sebagai pemain. Tapi inilah tantangannya ya. Kita akan lihat apakah Thomas Tuchel bisa membuktikan dia bisa menguasai ruang ganti dengan segala bintang yang dimiliki di Paris Saint-Germain. Tapi kalau di sisi lain mungkin kalau saya boleh mendahului, Kovac saya pikir punya roots lah di Bavarian ya ketika dia sebagai pemain. Jadi beberapa dari pemain ini seperti Robben tadi kita saksikan yang tampaknya diturunkan, Renato Sanchez maupun juga Ribery sudah tahu lah siapa sosok Niko Kovac ini sebelum bergabung dengan Munchen. Ya, musim lalu ia melatih Eintracht Frankfurt dan kita tahu bahwa ia menjadi pelatih ketiga yang juga menjadi pemain Bayern Munchen dan juga menjadi pelatih setelah nama Franz Beckenbauer dan juga Jurgen Klinsmann. Tapi saya rasa bukan itu faktor yang dipertimbangkan oleh manajemen Bayern Munchen sehingga memberikan kepercayaan kepada seorang Niko Kovac. Saya rasa ada kepercayaan yang lebih dan kita lihat bagaimana sejumlah media yang sempat saya baca mengatakan bahwa banyak sekali fans Bayern Munchen menanti apakah Kovac akan meneruskan sistem yang sudah diterapkan oleh Jupp Heynckes di musim sebelumnya atau ia malah akan bermain dengan gaya sendiri karena counter attack kok dari Kovac ini sangat begitu luar biasa di musim lalu. Iya, memang betul tadi. Kalau ada dua pelatih sebelumnya yang sudah mengikuti jejak dari Niko Kovac yang menjadi pemain dan pelatih Bayern Munchen, bahkan Bauer dan juga Klinsmann. Tapi artinya tidak banyak ya dalam sekian berapa dekade, hanya 3. Tapi memang Niko Kovac ini kita tahu karakter Eropa Timur, punya semangat, militansi yang luar biasa dan dengan skuad yang mulai dari generasi ya di luar Ribery dan Robben menurut saya mereka juga ingin ada permainan yang cepat, permainan yang gesit, blitzkrieg, serangan balik yang diperagakan oleh para pemain muda Munchen. Ini memang salah satu yang diandalkan yang diinginkan oleh board of director dari Munchen implementasikan di permainan Bayern Munchen dan tentu saja kita tahu targetnya adalah meruntuhkan dominasi dari beberapa tim kuat Eropa ya seperti Madrid, Barcelona maupun juga PSG sendiri dalam kancah Liga Champions karena ukurannya kalau melatih sebuah tim bernama Bayern Munchen bukan juara Bundesliga tapi juara Liga Champions itu adalah ukurannya. Itulah yang saya pikir ingin dikejar oleh board director dari Munchen dengan mendatangkan seorang Niko Kovac. Ya, prestasi yang terakhir kali diraih oleh Bayern Munchen di tahun 2012-2013 ketika mereka mengalahkan Borussia Dortmund di partai final dan ini menjadi sebuah ambisi tim-tim besar. Begitu juga dengan Paris Saint-Germain yang juga sudah dihuni oleh pemain-pemain hebat. Kita juga melihat ini adalah starting 11 yang diturunkan oleh Thomas Tuchel untuk PSG dan kalau kita mencatat memang bukan hanya pelatih baru, tapi kita juga melihat bagaimana dalam turnamen pramusim kita melihat bintang-bintang baru bagi setiap klub. Salah satunya adalah Gianluigi Buffon untuk Paris Saint-Germain. Iya, untuk di PSG tampaknya menarik ya. Satu, Bung Stewart sudah mengatakan Gianluigi Buffon. Satu lagi yang menarik menurut saya adalah Timothy Weah. Ini dua pemain beda generasi, ayahnya Timothy Weah, ini dia, George Weah dulu pernah berhadapan dengan Buffon semasa pemain Liga Italia. Dan saat ini anaknya bermain
dalam
masih
satu
dengan
tim, ya?
mantan lawan bapaknya.
Baiklah juga Bung Harpa dan juga pemirsa ini Sport, tanpa berlama-lama lagi kami mengajak Anda untuk menikmati jalannya babak pertama Bayern Munchen versus Paris Saint-Germain. Dari studio kami mengucapkan selamat menyaksikan.
Some of these young Paris Saint-Germain players looking for a steadying early touch. Buffon's clearance out of play. Throw-in taken by Bernat. Javi Martinez. And Martinez again. Goes it across to the right-hand side, Rafinha. And now Stanisic, 18-year-old. Good feet from Baptista Meyer, who has started down this right-hand side. Looks like Robin might get the number 10 role today. Sharp work from Weah, and then from Antoine Bernet, French under-19 international. Rabiot wants it inside instead. With Lassana Diarra just popping up between those centre halves. Worked out by Tufiki. And then it's Kevin Germain. Normally centre half, looks like he's starting left back today. Germain, who finally made his senior debut for Paris Saint-Germain at the final game of last season. 27 years of age now. A few years at the club. Here goes Nkunku. Very good end to last season, 5 goals in the last 15 games of the campaign for Christopher Nkunku. Trying to work their way through, Bernet's pass intercepted. Touch from Nkunku. They look to get on it again from Bernet, and here's an opportunity. Tufiki. He had Weah inside him.
Yeah, positive start from PSG. Young players stroking the ball around, good movement, and Nkunku on the ball a lot so far, and a good start for the young boys.
Throw in for Colin Dagba. Under the contract this year to 2020 after impressing in the UEFA Youth League and with the Paris Saint-Germain second team. Rabiot, neatly done. And all the way back with Diarra again. Challenge coming in quickly on Azzedine Tufiki. Olivier Baptista Meyer, just 17 years of age. Diarra again. Looks to ping it out to that right-hand side. Nicely weighted as well. Weah and Nkunku are waiting across that might yet come from Dogba.
Yeah, good play from Dogba down the right-hand side. Bernet, you know, diving into the challenge easy around him. Good block for it. Knocked the ball out for a corner kick for PSG.
Corner's been taken by Nkunku. Starts 21 appearances off the bench for the 20-year-old last season. Good looking delivery, Rabiot's header, and saved down low to his left-hand side from Ulreich.
Yeah, good ball in, like you say, from Nkunku. Started the game really well. Here's the ball out swinger, and Rabiot rises above the Bayern Munich defence. Good save down at the keeper's left-hand post. Good hands.
Sven Ulreich, a very impressive campaign last time around. His first 2 seasons with Bayern Munich, just 10 appearances last season, 47 of the 53 games he started with that long-term injury to Manuel Neuer. Niko Kovac, who has been brought in the space of 3 years, brought Eintracht Frankfurt from surviving a relegation playoff to back-to-back German Cup finals, winning it last year famously against Bayern Munich. Former players, we said at the outset, so he'll know the Bayern philosophy. A huge job for him, but based on what he's done in the last 3 years, one that he probably feels that he's ready for.
Yeah, he's done well, like you say, with a smaller club in Germany, and to win that cup final last year against Munich is a fantastic occasion for them, and got himself a fantastic job as well.
Gianluigi Buffon, 17 seasons, 665 appearances for Juventus, the 12-time Serie A goalkeeper of the year, the 06 World Cup winner. Bringing in experience, well, that's the way to go. Here goes Bernat. One season ahead for him, didn't feature too much last season. Let's get to the end line. Seen off by Loic and Besso. Dagba taking up station at the back post for Buffon. Corner to come now from a man for whom every pre-season game is important. Renato Sanchez. Will was at the back post. A late arrival into the penalty area was Stanisic, the teenage centre-half. It was Will's header in the end.
Yeah, good ball in from Sanchez, like you say, good pace on it, right foot this time, curling in on top of the goalkeeper. Buffon stayed in his line, and Will just couldn't direct the header on goal.
Thomas Tuchel didn't have any real playing career of note. Started his managerial career with the second string at Augsburg 11 years ago now. Did well at Mainz, and that earned him that familiar path, previously trodden by Jurgen Klopp to Dortmund. 2017 Cup winner there, but also rumours of some disagreements with certain players and those higher up at the club. There's an opportunity for Paris Saint-Germain now. Will sliding in, attempting to halt the charge of Tim Weah. Backed up by Rabiot. And it's Tufiki. And Rabiot goes again. Sets it up on the left-hand side. Crossing opportunity. Goes right out to the edge. Tufiki once more. Rabiot takes out a cross on the end line, but taken in by Ulreich. Bayern Munich last season wrapping up an incredible 6th straight Bundesliga title, lost that cup final to Kovac and Eintracht Frankfurt, lost the Champions League semi-final to Real Madrid. Put everything into that competition last season. Second in the group to Paris Saint-Germain. So he said it has been Real Madrid's competition of late. Up well on the end. Back to the support provided by Batista Meyer, but 17-year-old has turned over possession. And it's Stanley Nsoki. Way unable to keep it in play. Paris Saint-Germain back on top in France last season after Monaco's title win of the season before. They maintained their incredible record in the domestic cups. 4.5 years since they've lost a domestic cup game between the French Cup and the League Cup. Won both again last season.
Yeah, fantastic season, like you say. They've got some real talented players, and the one thing they're a bit like Man City as well, they'll want to progress a little bit further in the Champions League this season. That's really where they want to make their mark. And you know, as a French team, there's not too many French teams have won that, and with all the resources that they have, I'm sure that's the area they'll be looking at. Like I say, like Manchester City, to progress in the Champions League further.
Well, up to the arrival of the money, the 90s was their time. Paris Saint-Germain, the second league title in '94, a team that included George Weah and David Ginola. Won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1996. Champions League semi-finalists 1995, lost to AC Milan over 2 legs. There goes Lively and Nkunku. Tufiki. Touches for the 19-year-old so far. Down the left-hand side in Nsoki. Nkunku again. And it's Roman. And Paul Will has it now. Sliding in is Bernat. Here's Ribery. Look at Robin and Ribery, 34 and 35 respectively, but not playing international football anymore, of course, which Bayern would be happy with. Just extends their careers even further, but 2 players who've obviously looked after themselves so well. Very professional in their approach. And still major players at this level, even if the injuries are a little more frequent now than they were in years past.
Yeah, like you say, a little bit easier for them not playing international football, still getting on in age, and will have to be managed in that regard. But two huge players for Bayern Munich, huge experience and huge talents.
Ribery into his 12th season for Marseille. They got him for what looks an absolute snip these days, 25 million. Willy Hoeneß at the time saying he was the one. Martinez World Cup and European Championship 2010 and 12 respectively with Spain. Seen him again today playing that centre-back position, which he initially was put into at Bilbao under Marcelo Bielsa. And Kunku, who's maybe been the star man for Paris Saint-Germain so far.
Yeah, he's been very good. His touch really assured, good on the ball, passing range is good, moving in off that right hand side at times as well to join up the play in the central area. Good start to the game from Kunku.
Regular in that first team squad last season, as we said, over 20 appearances off the bench. Weighed in with 5 goals as well from his midfield role. There's Antoine Bernet, looks out to the right hand side. Kunku able to get onto that nice pass out from Javi Martinez. Bernat, and all the way back with Ulreich. Bayern's first competitive game, August 12th, the Super Cup against Eintracht Frankfurt. Cup game 6 days later against 4th-tier opposition. League campaign will begin at home to one of the sides of last season, Hoffenheim, August 24th. They also have Stuttgart, Leverkusen and Schalke as part of their opening 4 fixtures. Renato Sanchez, huge season for him, bought in for big money when you consider that his senior debut for Benfica was less than 3 years ago. Bayern paid big money, it didn't work out in his first season. There's an opportunity, and palmed away by Buffon. The effort from Batista Meyer took a little bubble.
Yeah, I don't think he connected it with Batista Meyer too well. Buffon didn't take any chances. Here you see he hits it, scuffs it a little bit. Gone into the far corner, Buffon just touches it away.
And before Sandro Wagner, the striker who wears number 2, could get on the rebound, Buffon shoveled it away into a safe area. Renato Sanchez, who we were talking about last season on loan at Swansea, didn't go to plan either, headed away by Kevin Romana. This pre-season important for Renato Sanchez. Niko Kovac has gone on record saying he wants him to bring him back into a positive environment, to make him feel good about himself, and he's got qualities that others don't have. It's just a question of getting him back on the right track.
Yeah, in fairness to him, he burst onto the scene, and the move didn't work out for him. Move to Swansea didn't really work out either, so you're hoping he can nurture that young talent and get him back, get confidence back in his play. Yeah, but it is a big season for him, because obviously with the fee that's involved, there's an expectancy from the Bayern Munich fans.
Rumours as well that Thiago is eyeing a move up back to Barcelona. How much truth is in those rumours, we're not sure. If that was the case, it would open up one of those midfield roles. Thomas Tuchel will be without the experienced Thiago Motta, who hung up his boots at the end of last season. Javier Pastore moving on to Roma. In truth, he was a fringe player the last couple of campaigns. Yuri Barish, the left back as well, heading back to Spain, to Bilbao. Sandro Wagner turns well. And there is Lassana Diarra, 33 years of age now. Rabiot has lost it, and the effort coming in from Sandro Wagner, well struck, but Buffon all the way behind it.
Yeah, Bayern just pressed Rabiot there, picked the ball up in the box, just outside the box, and got a shot away. Here you see Rabiot on the ball, gets picked off too easy, looking for a foul, not a free kick. Could have stayed on a little bit longer, look for someone else. Difficult angle for the shot. Never a free kick for me. Like I said, there's players around him, can maybe lay it off Ribery in the box there, maybe for a little pass. But Paris Saint-Germain started the game quite well. Munich have got the grips with their shape now and have started to stroke the ball quite well. two in the middle for Paris Saint-Germain going to be really important. Diarra and Rabiot, with the amount of young players in the team.
When you look at what has been the strength for Paris Saint-Germain in recent campaigns, certainly last season, the wide areas, Neymar and Mbappe, a different setup today. There goes Tufiki, turns well, gets his cross into, good defending by Renato Sanchez, got there to put the pressure on Nkunku. Bernat inside to Renato Sanchez, still just 20 years of age. Young Player of the Year at the successful Euro 2016 Championships for Portugal. Here goes Robin. Laid off by Sandro Wagner. Rafinha. Renato Sanchez again, faced up by Bernat. Looks out to the left-hand side. Bernat. Dagba there for Paris Saint-Germain. They've worked this well. Too much on the cross, though. Stanley and Soki look to play it forward, but Tufiki got on his heels. Rafinha steps in. Robin, Baptista Meyer and Renato Sanchez. Rafinha again. It's just behind Joshua Kimmich in the pecking order in terms of that right-back position for Bayern. Rabiot, lovely touch that, knew exactly what was going on around him. And here goes Diarra. The break from that very deep position. Bernat. Two options to his right-hand side. Nkunku. Confidently back inside towards Bernat to get his shot away. Charged down by Bayern. And then Rabiot, clever. Knew exactly the pressure was coming behind him. Lets the ball run through. And PSG to start from the back again. Tuchel, who forged that reputation as a very good young coach during those years at Mainz. Buffon, who's just 4 years his junior. Retired now from the international scene, 176 caps, 80 of those as captain of Italy.
It will be interesting to see how he deals with the big superstars when they come back, the likes of Neymar and that. And, you know, big task for him. You know, like we said, it's a great job to have, but it's, you know, he's going to have to manage. He's got some big players there, big personalities.
It's a big part of the job, isn't it? We saw what happened with Jorge Sampaoli in Argentina during the summer. All the stories that have come out about that, and basically some of the senior Argentinian players taking over the dressing room. Azzedine Tufiki. Ball well in with that sharp tackle. And Rabiot, who's starting to exert a growing influence in this game now. Tufiki unable to take it in, and Rafinha. Good angle provided by Javi Martinez. Almost 18 minutes in Klagenfurt. Good contest so far, both sides having their periods on top. Robin off in chase. Diarra, long-time teammate perhaps, thinking back to the Real Madrid days. Sees the ball out over the end line.
Yeah, he's a willing runner, Robin still, isn't he? He's willing to go chase balls down into corners. Not a great ball that time, I think, from Rafinha, but he didn't give it up. He chased it all the way into the end. Fantastic attitude for a senior player.
Interesting to hear the thoughts of Chris Richards, their 18-year-old US centre-half, who's arrived in 6-month loan deal from FC Dallas, the youngster from Alabama, talking about training with Robin in particular. And he said you watch him on TV, everyone knows what he's going to do. He said, but it's so different when you're actually on a pitch with him. He said he played a five-a-side game with him in training, and he said it's just a different level entirely.
Yeah, he's got that attitude, and that's why he's been a top player and played for some top teams around the world, and he still has that attitude, wants to do well, wants to win. Even earlier on the game there, he's having a little pop of the players. Young Will in the midfield, not pressing the ball high enough. Once he went to press the full-back, the ball was played in. They were Paris Saint-Germain midfielder who got space to turn, and Robin was after him to let him know, listen, if I'm going in, you're coming in after me, you know. So that's what you want with young players. You want players like him to teach them the game when they're on the park.
Almost a decent ball that from Baptista Meyer for Sandro Wagner, who did a good job coming in as the backup striker midway through last season. to Lewandowski. Wagner returning back to Bayern almost 10 years after he left. There's a good ball for Weah, who'll take it on. On his left foot. Off target, but pacey. Broke into the first team, 3 appearances towards the end of last season. Tim Weah. Some big attacking players to learn off in training, certainly, for sure.
Yeah, but he's been good so far. His movement has been very good that time, looking to get down the side of the centre halves at Bayern Munich earlier on, coming short and linking the play as well. So, but like you say, he's got some job to break into that team with the talent that's in the squad.
He's in that situation as well where even at the age of 18 he's got to become his own man, his own person, following the footsteps of his former World Player of the Year, Dad George. Signs are encouraging. 3 senior caps for the US men's national team, and his goal against Bolivia made him the 4th youngest scorer for the national team after Christian Pulisic and Juan Agudelo and Josie Altidore. He's also the first player born in 2000 to be capped for the senior team, Tim Weah. It's a path being increasingly explored by a lot of Bundesliga clubs who've got connections now in the US, bringing young players over, giving them a chance, and seeing who maybe could do what Weston McKennie at Schalke last season. What an outstanding campaign they had, and he played a decent part in it as well. Another one of the young examples. Josip Stanisic, and back with Ulreich. The balls for Rafinha, led up all the way by Stanley and Soki. Here is Bernat. Looks early for Ribery, who's offside. Good line held by that very inexperienced Paris Saint-Germain back 4. Back 4 that, for the most part, I suppose you could call it a back 3, given how deep Diarra is playing.
Yeah, he has just sitting there, hasn't he? Just protection in front of his, and nearly, like you say, 2 defenders and both fullbacks pushed right on. And Diarra had given that little bit of protection in there. But been very good so far, kept the play ticking over. Like I said, it's given him that protection in front of the 2 centre halves.
Tufiki, now in Soki. His Ligue 1 debut last December. Only senior appearances against Cannes. There's Nkunku. Loic and Besso, born in Cameroon, but a French under-17 international. Big week for him, signed his first professional deal to 2021. Paul Will. And now Rafinha. Renato Sanchez. Closed quickly by Antoine Bernard. Keeps his composure out to the 17-year-old Batista Meyer. Great turn, good work from Renato Sanchez again. Javi Martinez. So drop it over the top for the run of Sandro Wagner, who's taken that in brilliantly, and then has the presence to hold on to it. And Theo Frank Ribery arriving on the scene. It's a lovely ball forward, great touch by Sandro Wagner and linking up Ribery.
Yeah, just what you want your centre forward to do. Ball into him, holds it up. Wagner nice and strong, lays it off for Ribery. Doesn't connect with it too well, but good play from Wagner.
Half a dozen goals last season, Frank Ribery. Look at Kingsley Coman, who's amongst those in reserve today. Missed almost all of last season. Well, it's the run-in rather. 14 games. Did manage to return off the bench in the ill-fated cup final. Renato Sanchez again. And now Stanisic. Over to Javi Martinez. Bernat. Give and go with Ribery. Play from Martinez for Rafinha. Rafinha, who did a job on occasion last season at left back. Bernat. Strong challenge right in his back from Mbeso. Here is Nkunku. Way, I might just have been onside as well, as Rafinha was a little slow stepping up with the rest. Played forward by Kevin Romani. Too bad from the young Paris Saint-Germain players so far. Just one real save for Buffon to make from the effort from Baptiste Meyer. That Ribery effort that was wide a few moments ago. There's a little bit of a misunderstanding. Then Paris Saint-Germain might be in here. Tufiki out to Nkunku. Yeah, looking for service. It's not come just yet. Now with Dagba. Nkunku again. Beautifully done. Bernat. He's crossed in, or almost did. Bernat well positioned for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, good on the ball again, and Nkunku looks very comfortable, direct as well, looking for passes around him, but wants to run at people. Another corner kick for PSG. But like you say, their shape has been very good in the game so far for a young team.
Just that position of Lassana Diarra almost has the insurance policy at the back as well. Looks a wise move now, in respect from Thomas Tuchel. Nkunku dropped one on the head of Rabiot early in the game that drew a save from Ulreich. And Rabiot will climb again. Under pressure, couldn't force this one on target. Adrien Rabiot, who made his debut back in the 12-13 season as a teenager under Carlo Ancelotti. Now over 30 appearances in 5 seasons running. Season, 43 starts. Rabiot. As well as a youth with Manchester City. Here's Colin Dagba. It's it back from Nkunku. Bernat runs the line. Javi Martinez goes with him. Lovely ball inside, and Dagba. He was just struggling to get ahead of Bernat. Little nudge in the back. Brings the free kick.
Yeah, it was. He just leaned into him at the last second there, pushed him over. Good play again down that right-hand side, like you say. You just see here, little shoulder into him. It's definitely a free kick. But good play again from Paris Saint-Germain down the right-hand side.
Renato Sanchez to draw Nkunku in. Watching Paul Will, 28 for Bayern. He's trying to find that few yards of space in the midfield area, but lots of Paris Saint-Germain players around him.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get on the ball, but like you say, he's willing. He's trying to show and trying to get off the play sometimes to pick up the ball, but hasn't been able to influence the game so far.
Lots of touches for Renato Sanchez. In contrast, here's Rafinha. Gets it back from Oliver Baptiste Meyer. Pressure is there from Insoki. Sanchez, neat and tidy. He can rediscover his form. In his Benfica days, then he could be a big addition. No extra cost this season for Bayern Munich. Rafinha forward, Robin gets it under his spell. A chance to run at Romani. Slips it inside, Baptiste Meyer. Robin once more. Ribery. Lovely little flick. His heel for Bernat. Robin. From Sandro Wagner, who showed well for it. Paul Will. Renato Sanchez again. Will once more. There's something at the end of this for Bayern. Rafinha. A lunging challenge from Insoki. Kept it well. Bernat out to Ribery. Test for the youngster. Colin Dagba, the 19-year-old, does well. Here's Burnett. Bea says look to the right, which he does. Dagba content to go back to Mbeso. And now Diarra. Stanley and Soki. Early towards Weah, offside.
Yeah, good play that time from Bayern Munich, you know, patient with the ball, building it from side to side. But Paris Saint-Germain, very good shape. They've definitely gone into a tree now. Mbappe Sow, Diarra nearly sitting in the middle of Mbappe Sow and Nzonzi on the left-hand side. So, you know, but nice and strong as well. Defensively, they've been very, very sound.
Just one side of goal so far for Weah. Another one here. Sharp reactions though from Stanisic. Bernat. Possession pretty even, which is a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Good work by Romane, steps in ahead of Batista Meyer. Here is Weah, who's pacey, and he's in. Weah, great finish. He had one opportunity earlier in the game on his left-hand side, flashed that one wide. But he showed everything good in a centre forward here, and just past the half-hour mark, it's Timothy Weah who fires this youthful Paris Saint-Germain side in front.
Yeah, Rob, good pressure on the ball that time from an Nane, I think, and ball played over the top, nice and strong, holds off the centre half, gets it onto his right foot, leans into him and finishes it quite well down low at the goalkeeper's left-hand side. Here you see it holds off the young centre half, can't get close enough to him. He's nice and strong, side-footed down the side of the goalkeeper. Good finish from Weah, but he's been lively start to him through the legs. We see that time, but he's been lively. Like I said, he's come short, he's run down the channels as well, and he's done it quite well there. But strong as well. Doesn't look the strongest, but he held off the centre half really well there to finish it off.
Yeah, he's got those instincts, Timothy Weah. That was a terrific finish. Good work, as you said, Pat, by Kevin Romane before that, just to see that he could nick the ball.
Yeah, he read the ball from Will really well, pressed it in, and like you say, played it, stepped into the play, played it down the side of the centre half. And Weah still had a fair bit to do, but did it quite well.
When you look at Cavani, Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, so much talent in the final third for Paris Saint-Germain, but someone like Timothy Weah could get some minutes this season. That would be huge for his confidence as well. Just nothing like it for a young player to be playing in the senior team, to get a chance, to take a chance.
Of course, when he knows that the players you named there are waiting in the wings to come back in, when he gets a chance, he wants to be able to show the manager what he can do. And he's had a bright start to the game so far. Like I said, obviously with the goal, there's a massive help for his confidence, but his general play has been very good.
Here's the man who was outpaced and outmuscled Josip Stanisic in the battle of the two 18-year-olds for that goal. Renato Sanchez, a muscular presence from his tender years. Rafinha will keep it in play. There's Paul Will, who's had a difficult first half. Martinez on to Bernat. The two Spaniards keeping it between them. And now with Josip Stanisic. Advancing, drawing into Fiki. There's a little bit of room down the right-hand side now for Rafinha. Link up with Robin. Rabiot. Berned. At the angle to fashion a pass to Dagba. Sensibly back to Mbeso. And Dagba on it now. Berned again. Quite a few of the youngsters starting for Paris Saint-Germain, but they do have the advantage of having played UEFA Youth League and underage football together. Mbeso. And Diarra. He's had an assured first half.
He's been very good in that position as he's read the game really well. Been disappointed with Munich so far. Haven't really threatened, haven't shown too much, bar maybe that shot from Ribery, from a layoff, from Wagner. Other than that, they haven't really been crisp with their passing. Both fullbacks sloppy in possession of the ball as well, which you wouldn't expect from Munich players, but maybe that early in pre-season we can let them off with that one. But they need to up the tempo a little bit more, move the ball a little bit quicker, a little bit brisker. Give Paris Saint-Germain, they're getting time to get back into the shape because they're spending too much time on the ball.
And Bayern with 8 teenagers on their bench, 9 if you include the goalkeeper Christian Fruchtel. Most of them will be hoping for a chance as this game goes on. Super work from Rabiot, gliding forward with effortless ease and just the ball too heavy for Weah.
Yeah, he just shoved off Robin in the first one, and like you say, just opened up his legs and straight through the middle of the pitch, just overhit the pass for Weah that time. And that's what I like about Weah. Like I said, he's willing to run down and move centre halves, not just play central all the time.
We saw him in the wide areas in the brief glimpses we got of him with the senior team towards the end of last season with Paris Saint-Germain. Always a plus for a manager as well if you have players who have that versatility. Particularly with PSG liking pace in those wide areas. Martinez. Here's Will. Squeezes the pass through. Sandro Wagner immediately under pressure from Diarra. Layoff from Nkunku, and he looks to go again. Balked off the ball by Bernat.
They've done that well, I thought, the centre halves for Paris Saint-Germain. They stepped in because they know Wagner, if he gets it in there, he's such a big boy, it'll be hard to dislodge it from him. But they've stepped into the play really well at times.
Got a glimpse of the Kovac brothers, Nico and Robert, on the bench for Bayern. No denying they are brothers. And Soki. Breaking ball favours Diarra. Look at a club like Paris Saint-Germain who can go out and bring in the world-class superstar players, but just showing last season as well, can he pick up Lassana Diarra? Many people might have not figured he had a club of this size in his career now at the age of 33, but came in and did a job in the second half of the season.
Yeah, of course, and you know, the manager obviously was looking for somebody that can play that role, and he's been very comfortable in it. And like you say earlier about young Weah being versatile, Diarra's a bit like that, and go in and step into a centre half position, go in and as a holding midfielder as well. So he's been a good player over his career, but like you say, great move from to end up with Paris Saint-Germain.
Wagner. His original intention, that first touch. They'll rely heavily again, of course, on the goals of Robert Lewandowski. Bayern Munich last season, they scored 141. 41 of those contributed by Lewandowski. Next best was Thomas Muller with 15. And their World Cup winner, Corentin Tolisso, the only other to make it into double figures. From Paris Saint-Germain's perspective, the goals were well shared out. 171 they scored in 57 games. Cavani with 40, Neymar losing the end of the season still managed 29, Mbappe and Di Maria 21 each.
Scary for the opposition next year in the French league. Obviously some talented players there and scoring goals for fun.
There is Robin inviting Rafinha forward. 6.5 minutes of the first half to go in this International Champions Cup encounter at the Werdensee Stadium in Klagenfurt, Austria. And it's Timothy Weah's really well taken goal just past the half hour. It stands between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. Bayern 2 more games to come. Philadelphia for Juventus, Miami for their joust with Manchester City. Paris Saint-Germain will be heading to Singapore for dates with Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. Niko Kovac, plenty of food for thought in this first half.
Yeah, it certainly is. He'll be disappointed, I think, with his team's performance. I know it's very early pre-season for them as well, but they haven't been at a tempo you'd expect from Munich. I know missing a fair few players as well, but you'd expect a little bit more from them.
Good work by Ribery in that lovely stop-go style of his. Big learning curve for 19-year-old Colin Dagba, the right back for Paris Saint-Germain. That was on Antoine Bernard, French under-19 international. Not sure there's any country that's producing as many good young players at the moment. You look at the France squad, I think they could have put out an under-23 side in the World Cup and gone close to winning it.
Yeah, credible team, like you say. Maybe Germany producing a lot of young players with their underage teams, but as well, the French squad at the moment is scary, and there's a lot of players not even in it that are fantastic players as well, of a young, very, very young age.
Dug out by the goal scorer, way up. Here is Dagba. The setup in Nkunku. Brilliant close control and an effort that flashes just a little bit too high and a fraction wide from Christopher Nkunku. He's had an excellent first half.
Yeah, he has been bright, just shifts it onto his right foot here. Romana is outside him, just use him as a little bit of a decoy, gets a shot and goal, but the keeper has that covered. It's always going over the bar.
Made his mark last season, as we said, Nkunku particularly in the closing stages of the campaign. Rabiot reading the pass of Robben, given away cheaply though by Stanley and Soki. Renato Sanchez. Dismayed with what he saw as a lack of options to his right-hand side. Sanchez again. Sandro Wagner pressed back by the combative Loic and Besso. Years of age.
It's good to see him as well, a bit like Diarra, willing to get tight to Wagner, not letting him get torn and get easy possession.
Just the one striker to worry about for each of the pairs of centre halves, as is the norm these days. Well, one back by Nsoki. He's managed to jink past Robben, that's one he'll remember. Mane under pressure from Oliver Batista Meyer. Finds a route out, but Rafinha into the pass, likewise he's given it away. Diarra keeps his composure under pressure from the quickly closing Sandro Wagner. Nice ball out from Rabiot and Nkunku, and here goes Weah down the left-hand side. Shadowed by Javi Martinez. Nkunku in support again, little no-look pass for Tufiki. Still Azzedine Tufiki. Nkunku again. Seems to have that lovely bit of arrogance about him as well in possession.
Yeah, he's comfortable on the ball, and like you say, he's just shown it to the Bayern Munich defender there. Nice and confident on the ball, but he's had a good start to the first half, like you say, so his confidence should be high. But he's willing to drift across the pitch, playing on the right. Here he is, picked the ball on the left-hand side. Great little ball in behind.
And Nsoki is in and onside. Decision time for Nsoki. Looked to square it across towards Weah. And Bayern recovered. One of those for Nsoki with a tightening angle. He knew he'd get an earful if he went for a goal himself.
Yeah, I think Rabiot just needed to hold his run there, not go in on top of Weah. Weah was in the box already. Rabiot just brought another defender in there, closed off the space on him.
Renato Sanchez side down by Antoine Bernard.
You see the challenge here. There's not much in that from Bernard, to be fair, it's just a clash.
Tufiki on the second one, yeah. Bernard had the first nibble, which was what the referee spotted and wasn't happy with, and then now Soki. It's the glare from Arjen Robben, who's been on the receiving end of tackles like that all his career, but didn't appreciate that one in a pre-season game.
Yeah, so like I said earlier on, they want to get tight, and Zoki that time getting into Robben. know they've done that. The young centre-half in Belso going in tight on Wagner as well. They let them know that they're around. They're not standing off and letting Bayern Munich have plenty possession of the ball.
I've seen it with Dagba, the right back as well, getting tight quickly to Arjen Robben, read by Rabiot. And off he goes again, Javi Martinez. It's a little bit fortunate.
Yeah, it's disappointing from Rabiot. That's twice he's picked up the ball. Great possession, driving in the middle of the pitch. Both times his pass has been very, very poor. One over hit to Weah, and that time under hit straight to the Bayern Munich defender.
It looks an obvious tactic put out by Thomas Tuchel. Pouncing on possession. Pouncing on those Bayern Munich players in the midfield and forward areas. Referee brings it to a halt, maybe 5 or 6 seconds early. And the camera focuses on 18-year-old Timothy Weah. Fantastically taken goal just past the half-hour mark. And it is this very youthful Paris Saint-Germain side who have impressed in the first half, and they will head for the dressing rooms in Klagenfurt with the lead against the vastly more experienced Bayern Munich 11. Tuchel will be quite pleased, I'm sure, with what he's seen. And at half-time, it's Bayern Munich 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1.
Bayern Munchen saat ini tertinggal 0-1 dari PSG di jalannya babak pertama melalui gol yang dicetak oleh Timothy Weah di International Championship 2018. Dan kita akan melihat tentunya perubahan seperti apa yang akan dihadirkan di jalannya babak kedua oleh Niko Kovac, melihat timnya tentunya berada dalam situasi tertinggal. Sementara kalau kita lihat bagaimana kedalaman skuad yang dimainkan sejak starting 11 diturunkan, 50% adalah pemain utama. Ketika melihat bagaimana tim ini kalah oleh anak-anak muda PSG, jelas menjadi sebuah pertanyaan besar, apakah memang para pemain dari Bayern Munchen belum bisa menjalankan apa yang diinginkan oleh Niko Kovac?
Ya, kalau kita lihat di paruh pertama memang mereka menguasai pertandingan, mereka punya 2 shot on goal, tapi menurut saya tidak terlalu sematang 2 peluang yang diciptakan oleh Paris Saint-Germain. Dan mengingat ini adalah partai ataupun kejuaraan pemanasan, maka sangat mungkin dan mungkin bahkan dikatakan hampir pasti ya ada pergantian pemain di babak yang kedua. Selain untuk merubah taktik, mencoba skema permainan. Kalau tadi dikatakan bahwa pertama tidak terlalu jalan, mungkin juga dengan pemain yang lain akan dicoba ya dengan formasi dan skema yang sama tapi pemain yang berbeda. Apalagi kalau kita lihat di bangku cadangan sebenarnya Bayern Munchen lebih banyak membawa pemain dibandingkan dengan PSG yang kita tahu memang banyak pemain PSG sedang liburan saat ini ya. Mbappe dan sebagainya, Neymar sehabis Piala Dunia.
Ya, kalau kita mencatat memang nama-nama yang ada di PSG yang sangat dinantikan oleh fans yang ada di sana, tentunya di ICC sendiri tidak bisa diturunkan karena memang tampil cukup impresif di ajang Piala Dunia. Ini memang menjadi salah satu kendala yang harus dihadapi oleh Thomas Tuchel di laga pramusim yang harus mereka mainkan di ajang ICC. Ketika kita bicara mengenai laga pramusim, kita bandingkan juga dengan ICC terakhir di tahun 2017. Saat itu sebenarnya kedua tim ini juga bermain dengan situasi yang kurang lebih sama. Munchen main 4 pertandingan, dia cuma bisa 1 kali menang, 2 kali kalah saat itu dari Milan dan juga Internazionale.
Memang pertandingan persahabatan ini memang seperti 2 sisi mata uang ya. Di satu sisi setiap tim ingin, terutama pemain-pemain yang belum punya jam terbang, biasanya ingin menunjukkan semaksimal mungkin, sebaik mungkin supaya dipilih oleh pelatih di ajang nanti resmi, baik di Ligue 1, Serie A, La Liga dan sebagainya. Tapi kalaupun tim tersebut menjuarai ESC seperti ini, bukan jaminan untuk mereka bisa juga juara di ajang yang sebenarnya. Jadi memang ini benar-benar ajang pemanasan yang tidak menjadi ukuran, tapi ini akan tidak menjadi ukuran apakah mereka akan sukses, tapi menjadi ukuran bagi staf kepelatihan untuk melihat benar-benar siapa pemain yang cocok dalam skema yang akan ditampilkan. Ini yang saya pikir menjadi sorotan. Yang kedua adalah justru ketika tim tampil sangat impresif di ESC bahkan juara, ini terkadang menjadi ada 2 sisi dalam arti tim-tim lain akan lebih banyak mewaspadai ya, dan ketahuan strategi aslinya. Ini yang saya pikir menjadi kunci nantinya.
Ya, kita juga mengetahui bahwa turnamen pramusim ini juga menjadi salah satu ajang bagi pelatih untuk melihat seperti apa kebutuhan tim yang diperlukan untuk bisa menyambut musim baru. Tadi sempat kita lihat bagaimana sosok Gianluigi Buffon yang didatangkan dengan status bebas transfer, tapi kita melihat bagaimana penampilannya di 17 musim bersama Juventus tampak belum hilang bersama PSG.
Iya, saya pikir karisma dari Buffon itu tetap melekat di sana ya, dan ini menjadi salah satu alasan saya pikir Thomas Tuchel dan juga board of director membawa dia, meskipun juga masih ada Kevin Trapp dan Erola di sana ya, penjaga gawang asal yang keturunan Filipina. Dan saya pikir ini menjadi menarik karena tren dalam beberapa tahun terakhir kalau saya perhatikan setiap tim rata-rata punya 2 kiper hebat ya, baik di Liga Inggris, di Liga maupun juga di liga-liga lainnya. Jadi saya pikir ini Berbeda ketika kita bicara 2000-an awal.
Ya.
Satu kiper, satu tim yang terbaik sudah cukup. Artinya ketika dia sedang menghadapi declining, artinya tidak ada competitiveness di dalam di bawah misar gawang. Tapi saat ini siapapun dia, mungkin sekalipun Buffon, kalau memang ada flop sedikit, maka hati-hati karena Trapp siap menggantikan posisi dia.
Ya, Buffon dan juga tim PSG masih punya kesempatan untuk kembali membuktikan kemampuan mereka dan menjaga konsistensi permainan. Saat ini mereka unggul 1-0. Munchen yang harus kerja keras tentunya di bawah arahan Niko Kovac. Dan tanpa berlama-lama lagi tentunya pemirsa iNews Sport, kami akan mengajak Anda untuk menyaksikan jalannya babak kedua antara Bayern Munchen berhadapan dengan Paris Saint-Germain. Dari studio kami mengucapkan selamat menyaksikan.
Thoroughbred racehorse, and he's got that about him, pace and abundance, but also you see athletes right at that physical level, just these little injuries that can be picked up.
Yeah, I'm sure the fullback's delighted. He's had to deal with Ribery in the first half. He thinks he's gone out. That's fine, that's great. It'll be an easy one, and Coleman comes on to face him. So interesting second half for the fullback again.
Yeah, it could be the making this game of 19-year-old Colin Dagba. Bernat, David Alaba on at half-time as well. He's gone in at centre-half alongside Javi Martinez. Really piece of defending for Lassana Diarra. He's looking towards his goalkeeper. There's the cross, hung up decent looking delivery as well, and Buffon get fingers onto the crossbar, not quite so sure. Sandro Wagner, good looking header that one.
No, short corner like you say, ball into the box from Robin that time. Good header from Wagner, but I think Buffon's knows it's going to hit the crossbar and maybe go over. Little free kick there as well, should have been a free out. Wagner all over the full-back.
Also looks like Oliver Batista Meyer, who had that first half chance for Bayern, hasn't reappeared for the second half. Meriton Shabani, attacking midfielder, 19 years of age, born and raised in Munich, on for the second half. Here is Koma, pushed back by Bernard. Alaba, the Austrian international, back on home soil. Rafinha inside, and Shabani gets his first touch. Alaba again. Comfortable pretty much in any position, David Alaba. Big presence in midfield for Austria. It's curled in by Renato Sanchez. Well positioned Lassana Diarra. Here's Rabiot. Followed by Will.
Used all his experience there, knew the ball was coming in, and Sanchez going to bend it in near post. Just picked it off very easy there. He's been fantastic in there in that position.
Well, Weah's on the charge again. Alaba with the pace to match him and shepherd it through to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Alaba deals with Weah this time. The young centre-half got too tight to him at times, and Alaba, you seen at that time, just stepped off him a little bit and was able to read the ball in behind him.
David Alaba, who made his debut all of 8.5 years ago now, as a 17.5-year-old in the Cup against Greuther Fürth. He and Diego Contento, left back, who made the breakthrough at pretty much the same time. Alaba has gone on to have a really good career at Bayern Munich. Shabani joined the club as a 7-year-old. A glimpse of the first team last season, made his senior debut in April against Eintracht Frankfurt, played almost an hour. We confirmed those 3 half-time arrivals. Here's Robin with the armband. Real-time challenge as he wins the corner. Considered by Nsoki.
Started the second half from the front foot, Bayern Munich, and the manager would have been too happy, but they've started really well in the second half.
And swinger from Robin. Glancing header from Alaba. Did have Sandro Wagner just behind him. I think he's asking why it wasn't left to him. Alaba maybe suggests he didn't get a shout here.
Yeah, good ball in from Robin, like you say. It's actually Wagner gets the header and goal, just goes over Alaba's head, and maybe that's what he's thought about. He's up in front of him, maybe put him off a little bit, because he's headed the ball really low, but he should still get it on target. Class that as a good chance for Wagner.
2 headed opportunities for Sandro Wagner in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. It's an interesting role, isn't it, when you're brought in as backup striker to Lewandowski. We've seen backup strikers at Bayern through the years, the likes of Claudio Pizarro, who were happy to stay around, get the minutes when they could and try and get a goal or two. But Sandro Wagner, at the age of 30, maybe seeing it as too good an opportunity to pass up.
Yeah, of course, like you say, it's difficult to replace Lewandowski, when, you know, but he may be looking at him going to Bayern Munich. It's a great move for me, you know, and if I don't play as much as I would like, it's still a fantastic move at his age.
Did well coming in, 8 starts, 10 appearances off the bench last season, ending up with 6 goals, so goal every 3 appearances. Alaba on that left foot of his, looking for the big switch across to Kingsley Coman.
Yeah, just straight offside to Coman that time.
There are times when Coman was unplayable last year. Just an old-fashioned winger, backs his pace, and not many can live with him.
Yeah, when he gets going, like you're saying, he just opens up the legs. He's very difficult to deal with. He's got lightning pace and very, very direct at times.
Just out in the World Cup. That ankle surgery towards the end of last season. It's opened up again here. Rabiot's on the move, slips it inside. Wales lost his footing, and Kunku, great chance. So he's put it wide.
And you've seen it again from Rabiot there, just steps into the play, glides over the ground at ease. Here we see him again. The ball's not brilliant because I think it's back for Weah. He slips, falls into Nkunku, and he should do better there. He should hit the target from there. It's a good chance.
Oh, a great opportunity to double the Paris Saint-Germain lead. And Nkunku, you can see him there, he's just still cursing himself.
We say Rabiot, for such a big boy, 6'3", 6'4", but when he gets going, you know, he just glides over the pitch, and it just, if his passing, again, early pre-season, so maybe being harsh on him, but his passing just needs to be a little bit better, a little bit crisper, and he could have set, you know, PSG up for 2 more chances rather than the one they've had.
There's one dropped over the top, no flag either. It was an opportunity, and here is Sandro Wagner on the follow-up, cleared off the line by Romane. This chance fell to Meritin Shabani. We saw them use that ball over the top in the first half for Wagner. That led to the Ribery opportunity. Sanchez sliding in to nick it ahead of Nkunku. Here's Coman. Bernat back with Renato Sanchez. Eases it out to the right-hand side. Robin, Rafinha right there with him. Worked it well between them. Sandro Wagner waiting for a cross. He'll climb and he'll head. On target, but saved by Buffon.
Yeah, good play again down the right-hand side from Robin and Rafinha. Good ball into the box. Header should be better from Wagner again. 3 chances already with his head in the first few minutes of the second half. Should be heading that one down, making it difficult for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Bayern have cranked it up a notch in the second half. Wagner and Robin. And Kunku there ahead of Bernat. And now he's driving Paris Saint-Germain forward. On his right-hand side is the goal scorer, Weah. Angle tightening, trying to go back inside for Nkunku again.
He could have had a shot there. He's onto his right foot, just dragged it a little bit wide, looking to play it into the box for Nkunku, like you say. But the game has opened up. Bayern Munich definitely stepped up the tempo of the play.
Paul Will. Cross to Bernat. Maybe Martinez went for Will, who was just a little caught on his heels there, daydreaming a little bit. Not much time for that with Paris Saint-Germain going after that ball the way they have done in this game. Diarra across to Loic and Besso. Bernat to Dagba and Besso again, and now Rabiot. Nice ball slipped through to Weah. Dagba. Bernat once more. Spotted straight away that the switch was on. Insoki. To Fiki. And Nkunku, another opportunity. And another one goes a-begging.
Yeah, it was great build-up play, wasn't it, from PSG? Nice and steady in the middle of the pitch, working it from right to left. Here we see it. You know, nice and easy, nice little 1-2s around the corner passing, and Kuga gets it out of his feet, touches a little bit heavy, should hit the target again. Disappointing. His general play has been very, very good. Finishing has letting down a little bit so far.
Just thrashed at that one in the end. Christopher Nkunku. Here goes Robin. Elegantly done. Rafinha swings in across, and Besso a little bit awkward. Here's Sandro Wagner on towards Coman. That's the place to keep it in play, and Besso is there again. The way the first 10 minutes of this second half has gone, hard to see this one ending 1-0.
Yeah, definitely the tempo of the game has gone up a fair few notches. Bayern Munich, you know, didn't perform in the first half. I wouldn't think the manager has been having to move the ball a lot quicker in the second half so far. Created 3 or 4 half-decent chances already.
We'll start with Javi Martinez, Bayern. Across to Alaba. Bernat. Will. Under pressure straight away from Antoine Bernat. Martinez, lovely ball forward. Renato Sanchez on the left is Coman. He tees it in with his right foot. He'll have to settle for the corner.
Yeah, he's just trying to bend it in his right foot. Wagner made a good run into the back of the 2 centre-halves, and he's looking to just pop it over their heads. Goes out for a corner kick. That's the chance earlier on from Wagner, straight at Buffon. To be happy with that one. Headed down, it gives him a difficulty.
Wagner being marked by Kevin Romane. Something a little different on the corner. It's Bernat. Swings it in. Romane's there again. Arjen Robben, he caught that one. Ricocheted off Rabiot.
He certainly did. He's always on it all the way, just looking for it to drop just before it hits the ground. Volleys it. Looked like it was heading on target.
Making his 10th season, Arjen Robben, his goal scoring return, it's pretty much 1 and 2. Didn't get that one right.
It's a commentator screws that one. That's all right, yeah. Singing his praises. And you don't often see that. Robin scuffing a ball into the ground off a corner kick.
Human after all. Rafinha onto Robin. Drifting on the inside, slaloming in field. Rolls it across to Bernat, and now Renato Sanchez. An awful lot has gone through Renato Sanchez today, and given the last couple of seasons that he's had, he's shown a bravery to be showing for the ball time and again. Seen by Shabani. Wagner maybe caught in 2 minds there. He knew Coman was in support. Dagba, very calmly done by the teenager, and Besso can play it forward. Done by Bernat, but unable to link up with Whale. And Besso sharpened the tackle. Coman. Robin sees the gap within Besso, cut up the pitch. And there is Lassana Diarra again. Renato Sanchez, too strong for Antoine Bernat. Here is Rafinha in his long Bayern career, entering his 8th season now, just 4 goals. I think maybe we saw a little bit of a glimpse of as to why there.
The chance earlier on, Buffon comes out, doesn't cover himself in glory with that one, but defender does well from back on the line to get him out of trouble. Here you see it. It's poor goalkeeping from Buffon. We don't say that too often, but done really well. Romane just to get back on the line and get him out of trouble. And he thanks him for that.
Played forward by Shabani. Will. Across to Bernat as we head towards the hour mark at the Worthing Sea Stadium. Coman. This ball for Rafinha. Robin. Rafinha's gone again. And they've worked it well between them once more down that right-hand side. Headed away by Romane. Martinez looks to Robin again. Draws 2 to him. Tufiki and Insoki. Coman, great first touch, still going Kingsley Coman. And Mbeso in the way.
Yeah, it was a fantastic first touch, like you say. It was a ball in from Robin, and his first touch takes him past the defender. Here you see a little reverse pass from Robin there inside. Great first touch through his legs. Defender does well, stays with him a long way, and just scuffs it really in the end.
Here's the corner. Buffon under pressure, and Javi Martinez heads in the equaliser.
They've had a little bit of joy off set pieces and crosses into the box. Second half particularly, they put a lot of crosses into the box already. Wagner having 2 or 3 chances with headers as well. Very noticeable that they're coming from wingers. Balls into the box early from wide areas. Weren't able to break them. Here we see a corner kick again from Robin. Great delivery, but PSG will be disappointed with that. Nobody pick him up. I'm not sure who he runs off. He's a free run all the way in. And Martinez is not going to miss from there. Good header.
The Robin delivery, he's been prominent in this second half. Watched it all the way, Javi Martinez. Playing centre half today, met it like a centre half. Bullet header beyond Buffon.
Yeah, I think it's Rabiot is supposed to be picking him up. He got a couple of headers free himself in the first half, but that time didn't do his job defensively, and Sanchez just runs off the back of him and powers the header in. But just saying, it was noticeable. They put a lot of crosses into the box already in the second half. First half weren't able to play through Paris Saint-Germain because they're very tight in midfield. Second half they've got wide, got overlaps with Rafinha around Robin, and got a lot of crosses into the box down that right hand side.
Past the hour mark, changes being contemplated. Look at Joshua Zirkzee, the 17-year-old Dutch striker. He's certainly one of those down there, preparing for his arrival. Looks like 4 changes on the way. Well, let's see who's making way. Bernat is one. Gnabry, Zirkzee, Jonathan Meyer will be coming on for Bernat in that left back position, by the looks of it. Javi Martinez, that's a nice way to walk off the pitch, isn't it? Having just headed in the equaliser. There is Joshua Zirkzee, Dutch under-17 international, right last season from Feyenoord. Arjen Robben's game is over as well, so the man who provided the assist and the man who scored the goal both called ashore as we head towards the 62-minute mark. Jonathan Meyer, 18-year-old left back, for some first-team action. On terms, a bit of an adjustment now for Bayern Munich. It looks like Chris Richards might be on 2. Alaba works that one back to his goalkeeper, and Ulreich bowls it out straight away to Meyer. Here is Will, and then Richards. Richards from Alabama, in on a 6-month deal from FC Dallas, 18-year-old. There he is again, on to Alaba. Now Renato Sanchez coming ahead of him. He looks for a ball right through the middle. Shabani in off that right-hand side. And offside. Keep an eye on Serge Gnabry. Looks to be starting towards the right-hand side of the midfield for Bayern Munich since his arrival. Niko Kovac will be hoping to hit the ground running with Bayern. I'm sure in the back of his mind he'll be thinking they still have Jupanka's number on speed dial. He's been the go-to man when things have gone a little bit pear-shaped for Bayern.
He certainly has. He's done some job when he's come in, hasn't he? He's fantastic.
Brought him in after the departure of Ancelotti, September of last season, at the age of 72. Jupankas guided them to another league title. Good run in the Champions League as well, which is his first Champions League campaign since he oversaw the 2013 Champions League final win against Dortmund. sure Heinkes himself will wish Niko Kovac all the best going forward. Huge job.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't come in again. He's done it enough times, like you say. He just wants to enjoy the rest of his life at this stage, I'd imagine.
I think if that phone rings in the family home, they'll all be hiding it on that. Yup. Header forward, cushioned down by Rafinha. Gnabry is stationed on that right-hand side. And so Miritan Shabani operating in a more central role now. Here is Alaba into Renato Sanchez. Coleman, pacey and direct. Down towards the right-hand side, and Soki not quite sure whether to stick or twist there. In the end, it's ended up at his feet. Here's Rabiot. Doubled over by Paul Will. Rabiot again. Paris Saint-Germain, who travelled light, just 7 substitutes named, and 2 of those the reserve goalkeepers. And we are going to see one of them, Remy Descamps. 22 years of age, last season on loan in Ligue 2, finished bottom with Tours, and a huge ovation all around the stadium for the departing Gianluigi Buffon. On, and he will get the last quarter and a little bit more. There's the possibility this would go straight to penalty kicks, of course, tied 1-1 as it stands. Sure, Descamps wouldn't mind that.
Oh, like I said, young goalkeepers, Buffon, great experience to be passing on to them. Like you say, we might be happy enough to stay at 1-1, put himself in a position for a penalty shootout, which I'm sure most keepers enjoy.
Worked out by Weah. It was Nsoki. So we'll run that one straight into Rafinha. It's a long way back now for Stanley Nsoki. Serge Gnabry down the line for the run of Xerxes. Excellent work by Diarra. At least initially it looked like it, but the referee thought a little bit too aggressive.
I thought he just held him off well. Diarra is a big boy, a striker, and Diarra not the biggest, but I thought he just held the shape there, held his ground. Harsh free kick.
Opportunity for Renato Sanchez here to put one into a dangerous area.
Yeah, and they've got a few warnings off set pieces already and crosses into the box. A lot of free headers in the second half so far. Wagner with a few, he's gone off now, but there's a bit more height in there with Zirkzee as well.
And will Remy Descamps be called into action straight away? Xerxes and Will and Chris Richards all around the back here. Here's the cross. Oh, he's gone for goal. What about that from Renato Sanchez? And Remy Descamps' first involvement will be to pick the ball out of his net.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he gets caught thinking I'm coming for a cross here, steps out of the play. It's a fantastic strike from Sanchez. Like, you're talking about building his confidence up, having a hard time. You know, that's the way to do it. Great goal, great strike with his right foot.
A very popular goal amongst the Bayern Munich players. Let's see it again.
Yeah, here we see. I think the keeper's just looking to see he can maybe get a yard to get out for a cross here, but he bends it around the wall, catches the keeper out. Good finish from Sanchez, and the keeper will be disappointed. He shouldn't be beaten from there, but he can't take away from the strike. It's a great strike with his right foot.
You could see where he started it out, about 5 yards, maybe even more outside that right-hand post. Bent it back in. Nightmare moment for Remy Descamps, replacing Buffon. And a fantastic moment, as you said, for Renato Sanchez, who's got a huge season ahead of him, be it at Bayern Munich or elsewhere. And Bayern have turned it round from 1-0 down at half-time. They now lead 2-1.
Yeah, but he definitely stepped up the tempo from half-time. I'd say the manager had a little pop, say, come on, we need to be better, need to be brighter, better with the ball, move the ball quicker. And Coleman has injected a fair bit of pace into the team, which they hadn't had in the first half.
2 goals in 8 minutes for Bayern Munich. Loose ball out from Mbesso. Here's Gnabry. Rafinha. more changes on the way for Bayern Munich. Get a chance to make them now, including 17-year-old from Luxembourg, Ryan Johansson.
You just need to be careful now as well. PSG, they don't lose the discipline. A lot of young players on the pitch, bearing up the tempo as well, getting a foothold in the game, giving away a silly free kicks and dangerous areas at the moment. Paris Saint-Germain.
There's Johansson, right, a picture in Bayern Munich making a habit of this. As soon as you score, you're taken off. Rafinha will go as well. Coming on, Marcel Zilla, an 18-year-old Polish attacking midfielder. Ryan Johansson. Wait and see if he'll go straight in at right back. Bayern Munich, we've just been informed, we've now had 4 captains today. It's moved on to Alaba now.
Good second half. I thought he was pouring fast. First half gave the ball away. He linked really well down that right hand side with Robin early on in the second half. Caused a lot of problems. Good balls into the box.
Kick swinging by Gnabry. It's gone all the way across, and Paul Will right at the back post just couldn't control his finish. Xerxes was there as well. And now it's time for Paris Saint-Germain to look to their bench. Virgilio Postolacci, ponytail at the back, Moldovan born. Also there is Hesse. Speak about players needing big seasons. Hesse certainly one of them as well. It's been an unused substitute in the Champions League final. Lassana Diarra is making way. Really good outing for him in that very withdrawn defensive midfield role, almost centre half. So Hesse, who spent last season at Stoke, made a great debut. Scored the winner against Arsenal, but it went pretty much downhill from there. And Nkunku ashore, ruining those opportunities, I'm sure, that he had in the early stages of the second half. And the end of the road for Adrien Rabiot too. This Postolacci signed his first professional deal this month. The successful French under-17 league title winners in 2016 and 17. Dagba squeezes it down the line for the run of Postolacci, who's straight into it. Seen off by Chris Richards. Intercepts well and plays a good ball forward to the feet of Xerxes. Weah. Dagba. And Burnett. Tufiki. Forward towards Hesse. Just on the scene with Real Madrid in the 2013-14 season, and scored 8 goals, scored in the Clásico. And then March of 2014, suffered the horror injury for all footballers, the cruciate knee ligament injury. Still reflected on that, Hesse's reason why he didn't establish himself at Real Madrid. Good reactions from Richards. Right goes short. Knocked inside by Alaba. Will goes to Zilla, and then Meyer. The third arrival of the Paris Saint-Germain substitutes a few moments ago. 16-year-old Arthur Zagra. Doesn't turn 17 until October. Feet from Jonathan Meyer. Ball down the line for Kingsley Coman. Easily away from the first challenge of Burnett, and the effort on the half volley. What a hit that was.
Ziyech's taking full force of that straight in the head.
It was Meriton Shabani. Great work by Coman. What a strike from Shabani. And as you said, Joshua Xerxes, I don't think he'd have even seen this coming.
Good play from Coleman again, just shifts his feet, great ball into the box on the volley. Oof, he's taking that full force in it. referee not in the face, but he's definitely taken in the head, top of the head, I think so. Shabani hit the ball, was it? It was some half volley, he was travelling.
One of those who got a little glimpse of first team action towards the end of last season, Meritan Shabani. I think Descamps was fortunate that one wasn't on target, because that was really travelling.
Certainly was. Another look at the goal here. Just catches him out, and then wide free kicks. You're looking as the keeper, is his position okay? Is he a little bit further away from the near post than he needs to be? He's probably thinking this is going to the box. I can rob a yard and try to pick off the cross, because they had lost a fair few crosses into the box. You know, and Buffon only going off. I'm sure he's happy with that. He's not at fault for that goal. I'm not sure who he would have been caught out at the near post like that.
Well, that's experience, or maybe the lack of it from Rémi Descamps' point of view. Almost a decent ball that for Hesse. To see with the arrival of Solaci at the moment, whether that's a permanent switch or not, he's gone into the centre forward, rolling way out down the right hand side.
Yeah, I think that's the way. As soon as he came on, Postolacci went up front and Weah just drifted onto the right hand side.
Xerxes, good to see. He's shaking the head and good to go again.
He took a fair wallop in fairness to him, but he's back up and moving okay.
Alaba forward. Zilla bypasses Will to find Chris Richards. Gnabry taking on the 16-year-old Arthur Zagra.
Great opportunity, isn't it, for Zagra to come in there? I think he's gone in there at left wing back, and you know, to play against such good players as well at Bayern Munich is brilliant for the young boy.
He's got 3 years left at under 19 level. There he is, immediately under pressure. Gnabry digs out a cross, and Besso looking for communication from his goalkeeper. Excellent from Kingsley Coman again. Picked up by Zilla. Trying to force the ball inside to Fiki there for Paris Saint-Germain. The race on between Will and Bernard. Alaba to ease it to Coman again. Paul Will. Gnabry wants it. Johansson. Well, his signing was previously with Metz, but obviously big for him personally. 17 years of age, but big for Luxembourg as well, to have a player at Bayern Munich. This one dropped over the head of Zagra, beautifully weighted. Gnabry goes in early. Xerxes, it's a fabulous goal. The pass over the top, the service from Gnabry, and a lovely half-volleyed finish from the 17-year-old Joshua Xerxes. And from 1-0 down, Bayern Munich lead by 3-1.
Yeah, 17 years of age, he's a big boy. His movement has been very good since he come on. Great ball over the top, just picked out young Zagra, popped her over his head. And it's a good finish from Xerxes. Here we see a great ball over the top. Gets to the point and pulls it back really well, and it's a fantastic finish with his right foot.
Gnabry knew if he went first touch, then Xerxes inside would have time. Guided it home beautifully.
Yeah, Gnabry, he didn't even look up. He knew he was on the way. Same here, just head on the ball, strikes it across the goal, tucked home. Good finish.
Well, they said as Pat noticed, early stages of the second half, Bayern certainly upped it after a pretty scratchy first half showing. Good to see as well that it's the youngsters coming in who've made an impact, as well as Kingsley Coman down the left-hand side.
Yeah, Coleman's definitely given him a lot of pace, you know, attacking prowess. Once he get at the full back, you know, again, that was his ball over the top. He's been very good since he come on at half-time. But like you say, when you get pre-season like this, it's the youngsters that want to show. The older players looking at working on their fitness and getting ready for the start of the season. But the young boys know it's an opportunity to show the manager what they can do.
Coleman's gone again. Picked up by Jonathan Meyer. Now to Zilla. Alaba. And now Chris Richards. He's gone about his business since his arrival, the young American, with effortless ease and minimum of fuss. Postolacci goes down, Bayern with a man either side, and this will break for Coleman. Looks to cross early, and Besso in the way. Just about 10 minutes of normal time to go, and fancy Bayern in this mood.
Yeah, they just need to be careful, don't they? Paris Saint-Germain at the moment, because they're getting overrun in all areas of the pitch, like you say. Munich maybe sensing a few more goals there.
Thomas Tuchel, you may have heard his pre-game interview. He knew his side was in for a tough afternoon. They led at half-time, led up to the hour mark, and then Javi Martinez with the header from the Robin corner. 8 minutes later, Renato Sanchez with a little bit of an opportunism on the free kick. And then just a few moments ago, the 17-year-old Joshua Zirkzee adding a third. Alaba to wander forward, get his head up, have a look. He's gone to Coleman. He's again to take on Dagba. And Besso, second man there for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, they're not getting any pressure on the ball now. Paris Saint-Germain, Alaba just strolled into midfield there, picked out Coleman again, looking to get down the left-hand side, get across into the box. Across for the corner. To find a little moment of quality here. Deep towards the back in Zirkzee. Away by the man now with the armband for Paris Saint-Germain, Kevin Ravani. Messi. It's Bernard. Put forward by Dagba. Maybe just a little bit of tiredness creeping in now. He looks tired at the moment, Dagba. Watching him there's the corner. He's walking back into the box to pick up his position at the near post. Looks a little bit leggy, and that pass showed that. But listen, that's what it's about pre-season, getting your fitness levels up. He's played the full game, so 80-odd minutes so far. It'll stand to him long term.
And let's be honest, of all the positions out there for Paris Saint-Germain, he's not had it easy. Ribery in the first half, Coleman in the second.
Oh, we said at half-time, it's the last thing you want to see is Coleman coming on after getting rid of Ribery. But he's stuck at it, like Coleman's been very good. And what he doesn't do, he doesn't stay wide all the time. He wants to come inside as well and pick up the ball, as we've seen for the goal that time. So it gives a full-back a bit of a problem. If he's outside, you know where he is. When he starts to drift into the pitch, then do you go in after him and leave space behind, or do you hold your position? So it's a good learning curve for a young player.
That's a tough one. You don't want him running at your full tilt, given the pace he's got, but also he's got that ability to just walk up to you, stop, and start a foot race, which he knows over the first 5 yards he'll more than likely win. Kingsley Coman. It's clipped in by Meyer. Flicked away by Stallion Soki. Saint-Germain struggling to get out here. Zirkzee. Very tight and congested and helter-skelter over there until Hesse emerges with it. Bernard. Referee allows a good advantage here. Way up. Can he cause problems down the right? Lovely little step over and away from Jonathan Meyer. That's towards Postolacci. A good piece of defending again by 18-year-old Chris Richards.
He looks comfortable in there, Richards, doesn't he? He's been very comfortable since he's come on.
Doesn't look panicked. What he's had to do, further changes afoot. 31 is Alex Georgian, a right back, so maybe a little bit of respite for Colin Dagba as he wearily makes his way off. Also coming on, Alexandre Fressange. And he will replace Azzedine Toufiki. Fressange, an attacker. in. He suggested that he's going to operate down the right-hand side. Mane across to Insoki. Assange with the layoff. And Beso switches it across. Insoki. That's the first challenge of Shabani. Just asking too much of Zagra.
Yeah, he offered himself up well there, Zagra. Just the pass was just overhit. But willing to get forward down that left-hand side as well.
For the young players, all of this a learning curve. Back with Ulreich. Strange season potentially ahead for Sven Ulreich with Manuel Neuer back fit again. Ulreich played 47 of Bayern's 53 games last season, 17 clean sheets. A really good campaign. Manuel Neuer is Manuel Neuer, as Oliver Kahn was Oliver Kahn back in the day.
Yeah, he's top-class goalkeeper, Neuer. Just going to have to be patient, Ulrich, you know, to get an opportunity to play there. But just going back to Rich as well, it's great for him to come in and play beside Alaba, isn't it? Just, you know, that little bit of confidence. Alaba strolled the game since he come in, obviously talking young boy through it.
Alaba with 8 years first team experience behind him, and he's still just 26. Time of his career.
Say another player that's very versatile, playing a few different positions as well, very comfortable on the ball. Will has been better second half as well as he's gotten the ball. The game's opened up probably a little bit more for him. He's able to find a little bit of space, changed their shape a little bit, which has helped him. He's dropped a little bit deeper to get on the ball. He's had a quite decent second half. He's not like a player, I don't think that's going to really show you loads, but that position that's important in there, protecting his back four and keeping the play ticking over, he's done quite well in the second half.
He's on it now, and I think, as you said as well, Paris Saint-Germain, maybe the energy level is not pouncing on the Bayern midfield as much as they were in the first half. Just giving him a few more seconds in possession. Here he is. Now from Shabani. And then it's Alaba. He eases it across to Coman. Held up by Fressange. Coman, a little touch. You could see what he meant, Xerxes. Just to play it into the run of Serge Gnabry.
Yeah, it was good play again from Coman. Wasn't like played it into Zerski, just trying to play it around the corner for Gnabry. A bit lucky, heavy touch.
Over the top for Postolacci, who's onside. Where? Postolacci again, and now Fressange. Loic and Beso. For these young players, not just to get on the pitch in terms of the senior squad, but everything that goes with it, the training, the travel, everything that's expected of you off the pitch as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, it's great for them to be involved in that group, you know, travelling, all that sort of stuff as well, that if they do have to step up to play in the first team, that they're used to an environment that they're coming into.
Final 90 seconds in Klagenfurt. Join us, Timothy Weah with a lovely goal just past the half-hour mark to Paris Saint-Germain in front, but Bayern have upped it in the second half. Javi Martinez, Renato Sanchez and Joshua Xerxes. 3 goals for Niko Kovac's side. And there, so clearance charged down by Shabani, forward by Arthur Zagra. Additional minutes. Just a reminder for Bayern Munich, they play in Philadelphia against Juventus, and 3 days later in Miami against Manchester City. We'll complete complete their 3 International Champions Cup games. Paris Saint-Germain, they'll be firing up the plane. They're heading for Singapore. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, 2 days apart over there. Saint-Germain with the Super Cup to open their season, August 4th against Monaco. So that's not too far away now. Munich will have another week before their Super Cup outing against Eintracht Frankfurt. Pretty much stop this here problem for Antoine Bernard.
I think he got caught just coming out of the last tackle. I'm not sure what it was real, but I think he just got caught coming out of the last tackle. The last thing you want. He hasn't picked up any injury yet, really. You know, it's the last thing. He seems to be okay. Maybe it's just a knock. It's a knock. It's not too bad.
It's been busy, the 19-year-old Antoine Bernard in that midfield for Paris Saint-Germain. Gets the 90 minutes as well.
Yeah, maybe just for a breather as well. Like I say, he's had a lot of run around to do in that second half. Looks like he's got a bang in the head off in that last challenge. But I think both managers will be happy. First half, Paris Saint-Germain played well with a lot of young players on the pitch. Here we see the challenge here. It's just a clash of heads, isn't it? Really just bounces off him, and he should be okay. But like I said, Paris Saint-Germain, very good first half performance. Some good performance from young players, particularly at the back as well. I thought Mbaye was very, very good for a young boy. You know, and Munich then stepped up the tempo in the second half, and they realised at half-time maybe we haven't done enough. They upped the tempo and scored some good goals and created a lot of chances in the second half.
Alaba, still full of running through the legs of Fressange. Back again, Alaba, such quality in that left foot, whipped it in.
It shows you there's Alaba centre half down the left-hand side as a left back nearly whipping the ball into the box.
Now here's a test for Johansson. Hesse's quick. Will is there to offer extra cover. Hesse continuing on. Johansson is stuck to his task. And the 17-year-old eventually nicks it on the end line.
Yeah, he shot a bit of pace there, Johansson, didn't he? Because he was running away from him. I thought he was going to get away from him. He didn't. He just leaned in nice and strong instead of him all the way and picked off the ball.
Looking around, there's a few blowing out there a little bit now.
Yeah, and it started, like we spoke about, that's the one thing, obviously pre-season games, there's a fair few of them have played, so I know there's been a lot of changes. Some of them have played 90 minutes, we're fairly close to it, so it's, as I say, it's in the bag now. It's moving on to the next one and trying to get your fitness levels up again. That sharpness you get from playing matches.
Everything so scientifically based these days compared to pre-seasons of old, Pat?
Yeah, it certainly is. Pre-seasons of old, you just got run and that was it. But what's interesting as well, you know, two big clubs, obviously Bayern Munich, and you can see the quality of the young players that they're bringing through at the moment. Real talented players, all big players, good on the ball, you know, technically very, very superior to what we see normally. But they're, you know, like I said, both teams, a lot of talented young players coming through.
They finish with a flourish by another fourth. It's Coman and Gnabry. Shabani, Johansson's getting involved. Steps it through and Coman. And the flag confirms him offside.
Both teams look a little bit neggy at the moment, aren't they? They're just waiting for the whistle to go.
Thomas Tuchel will put this one behind him and move on to their next game. Huge job, as we said, that he has landed this season. Can he make an impact? He will be expected to dominate domestically again and chase another domestic treble. The Champions League will be the big one. Some of these players, of course, won't be involved or anywhere near Champions League squads this season. So they'll take their chance to make an impression in pre-season on the two new managers, Tuchel and Niko Kovac. Some have done well today. Some will be feeling maybe they could have done a little better.
Yeah, that's the way it is pre-season. Two managers happy. I'm not sure they'd be that happy if they meet in the Champions League game further down the road, but it's good work out for both of them. That's what they'd be looking for, getting their players fit, you know, not pick up any injuries.
It has ended in Klagenfurt in victory for Bayern Munich. They beat Paris Saint-Germain by 3-1.
Tertinggal 1 gol membuat pasukan Niko Kovac mampu membalikkan situasi dan memastikan kemenangan 3-1 sepanjang 90 menit pertandingan. Kita lihat tadi bagaimana 3 gol tambahan terjadi di jalannya babak kedua, dan kali ini kita melihat bagaimana Kovac tampaknya dan anak asuhnya bermain lebih efektif.
Iya, dan juga kita harus melihat juga ya bagaimana Kovac melakukan begitu banyak pergantian. Saya mencatat ada 9 pergantian pemain yang mulai dari usia 17 tahun sampai dengan 20 tahunan, ada 9 pemain dari 13 yang dibawa. Jadi ini menunjukkan bagaimana memang Kovac menggunakan pertandingan friendly match kali ini sebagai untuk memberikan jam bermain mereka, dan hasilnya kita lihat ada 1 gol yang diciptakan oleh pemain asal Belanda berusia 17 tahun ya, Joshua Zirkzee. Ya, saya pikir ini satu pencapaian yang sangat positif bagi dia secara personal dan memberikan tentunya moral boosting ya untuk bisa menata karir dia, walaupun tentu saja untuk masuk ke tim senior Bayern Munchen tentu saja masih panjang perjalanan. Ya,
poinnya tentunya bagi Niko Kovac sendiri kita bisa melihat bagaimana ia sudah mulai coba meraba seperti apa sistem yang akan ia gunakan di musim baru, tapi faktanya bagi PSG, tim yang sempat unggul justru malah kebobolan 3 gol di jalannya babak kedua.
Iya, kalau saya melihat memang ini terlebih juga dari faktor banyaknya pemain yang tidak bisa tampil ya, bahkan lapis 2-nya pun sangat sedikit ya. Kalau saya melihat dalam hal ini Thomas Tuchel membawa hanya 7 pemain di bangku cadangan ya, jadi sangat sedikit untuk sebuah bahkan pertandingan serius pun, apalagi untuk friendly game yang seperti kita sudah singgung di awal, karena memang begitu banyak pemain yang baru saja bertugas bagi negaranya, apakah bagi Prancis maupun negara-negara lainnya, sehingga memang wajar lah kalau PSG agak sedikit tertatih-tatih. Tapi memang yang menarik tadi penampilan dari Gianluigi Buffon ya, ini pemain yang kita tahu memang berlibur sudah cukup banyak, bahkan terlalu banyak mungkin ya, karena Italia tidak lolos, dan tadi sudah memberikan beberapa pesan mungkin kepada pemilik asal Qatar bahwa saya adalah orang yang pantas untuk dibeli.
Apapun masalah bagi PSG, kita tahu bahwa hasil akhirnya adalah kekalahan, artinya ada PR yang harus dibenahi, dan kita akan bicarakan soal itu nanti. Simpan saja komentar Anda, Bung Harpa, jangan kemana-mana tentunya pemirsa iNews, karena kami akan segera kembali setelah yang satu ini. Bayern Munchen berhasil memastikan kemenangan 3-1 atas PSG. Terima kasih Bung Harpa atas kehadirannya. Sayangnya waktu kita sudah habis, jadi nanti kita berbicara di tempat lain. Oke, terima kasih tentunya pemirsa iSport TV, iNews Sport, dan jangan lupa untuk menyaksikan laga lainnya setelah ini. Saya Stuart Henry mewakili Bung Haris Pardede dan seluruh kerabat kerja yang bertugas mengucapkan terima kasih banyak atas kebersamaannya. Sampai jumpa dan salam olahraga.